Hi there, in this video I want to talk to you about how you can make New Year's resolution today. So, if you're wondering, many people wait one entire year to make a New Year's resolution. So what usually happens is that people wait to the 1st January and then everyone, for example, have some New Year's resolution that they start doing it. For example, they go to the gym or they go to the swimming pool and they stay there 1 month or even less. It depends from the person. But not many people stay more than 1 month in the gym or swimming pool. They always make this 1 year resolution and then every year they start on the new year, they go and they start something new. And if that doesn't work out, they wait another year. So here is my advice to do, to actually take action and do something that is going to work. So when you look at people that say that you have to wait 1 year to take a New Year's resolution, what does that really mean? That means that you wait 365 days, one entire year, to think about your action. That's what do you want to do? You wait 1 year to make resolutions or what you want to do to get doing something. Everyone has some New Year's resolution, but people don't stick to it because what happens is that they start the new habit, they start running, they start exercising, they start to maybe stop smoking or whatever that is. And they start that I'm going to stop smoking, I'm going to exercise and get fit, I'm going to get built, I'm going to put on more weight, I'm going to lose more weight. And whatever that may be for you or for anyone, they are going to make all this New Year's resolution, and they are not really going to work out for most people. They are going to be people that this may work out, but for most people that's not going to work out. So what you have to do is to make each night or each weekend, it depends from you. You have to think about what did work and what didn't work. For example, if I take my example, and I talk about my day and how I go to sleep and how I go to exercise and when I eat and so on, then I know that if I don't think about what is it that went wrong, for example, if I go sleep at 2 o'clock instead of going to sleep before 12 o'clock, I'm going to start thinking, what is it that what's not working? What is it that I have to change? There is something clearly not working. So the only thing that I can do is to change something to have a different result. Because if I'm going to keep doing the same result each day, what's going to happen is that I'm going to just reinforce it every day and I'm going to get exactly the same result. It's like having a routine, but a bad routine. So if you have a routine where you go sleep every single night at 3 a.m. in the morning, then that's a routine. You follow that every day. So why not turn that little habit into a positive habit that's going to make you give you success instead of having that heavy habit that you want to change or that you want to start something new. So when you go to gym and you may not see any results for 1 month, you may not get any fit, maybe just slightly, then you have to think that you're doing something probably that's not right. And you have to change something. You have to experiment. Experimentation is probably the most important thing of all of this. For example, I'm experimenting with my sleeping on how well is it that I'm doing each day and when is it that I'm going off the rails. For example, in the last 2 days I went off the rails and I was going to sleep between 1 a.m. I also had a very hard time to fall asleep, whereas you should really fall asleep within the span of 20 minutes. So what I did is that I realized so what is it that I'm doing? What is it that it's working? Why is it that I'm going sleeping at that time? I had to review my day. I had to review my whole weekend? What is it that I'm doing that's working and not working? So I was thinking, well, I'm sitting on the computer till 12 a.m. and I want to go sleep at 12 a.m. or at midnight, I mean, and I want to go sleep at that time. So what I did is I turned the computer off and I went to bed. So what does happen now is that my brain, everything is still working. I have a blue light that's signaling that it's like day because of the blue light from the screen. And what's happening in that time is that my brain is active, my brain is working. I'm not in a sleeping mood. So now I'm going to go to sleep. I won't probably fall asleep till like 1 hour and so on. So, I know that if I turn the computer off at least 2 hours before my bedtime, where I'm actually going to sleep, what happens is that the blue light comes off. You have the brain is going to produce the something else, and you are going to be able to fall asleep immediately. So when I go to sleep and when I go to the bed, after I haven't been on the computer for 20 minutes, I just go and sleep immediately. It just works instantly. Before now, I also wanted to read a book, to do something in that 1 hour or 2 hours of this span time after I turn the computer off. So what I do is I take a book, a physical book, or if you have a Kindle that doesn't produce a blue light, you can probably read that as well. And what you can do is you can start reading a book, read that book, read a chapter, read a little bit till you get tired, and eventually put that book away and you can go to sleep. And now here's an important thing. You have to switch your brain off. If you're going to think about something or fantasize about something or whatever that might be, your brain is going to be active. If you do something light with your brain, so if you're not doing some complex mathematical calculations, that's okay probably. You can then rest and fall asleep more easily. And with everything you have to experiment. For example, if you want to go to gym at 8 I at 6 a.m. in the morning, but that doesn't really work out for you. You may not be into the right time, you may feel tired, you might not feel just ready to go to the gym. Then what you do, if few days, for example, if you try something for 4 days, you go to the gym and you don't really feel great, you skipped one day. So what do you do? You may try in the evening now. And if the evening works, that's great. And if it doesn't, then you try something else. You have to experiment on what works best with you. Same with the sleeping and food and everything else. You have to know your body. You need to know how your body works. You need to know your biology, if you want to call it like that. You need to know how your body works and how your body behaves in the different things. For example, if you turn the computer or any electronics off and 1 hour off before bedtime, and you feel you don't really go sleep immediately, and that lasts for a week, what do? You think again, what is it that worked this weekend and what it is that didn't work this weekend. So now try 2 hours turn, you might turn that a computer 2 hours before your bedtime or 3 hours before bedtime, and you experiment with it till it works. And don't be afraid to, mess up at first, because that's going to happen. In fact, even if you are going to make everything perfect, you're going to mess up it every time, because no matter how good or how disciplined you are always going to mess things up. The important skill is to get back on the track. If you are going to smoke once, you have to have that discipline to not smoke it. For example, again, if you are going to sleep, you know, 3 for 4 days in a row. Now, the important thing is that you get back to your track, so go sleep at, for example, 11. If you can do that anytime, then you have a guaranteed discipline, I'm sure, and you can probably achieve anything with that. If you like the video, click the like button, subscribe, comment below, and have a nice day. Bye.